3 shots, 4 par, I just do 2. 1 putt, par 4, birdie, woohoo. New driver, info, replace, M2, par 5, fairway, what you fin do? Think I'll try to get on into, start right, good line, good view, it drew, shoot and make Gavin, 2 thumbs that's up.
All right, let's jump into it, Bryce. Episode number 118.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, right on. This one's a bit of a different one. We've only done, I don't know, 2 or 3 when it's just you and I, but it's fun.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be good to kind of get some PGA Tour golf talk. I got a hair in my eye, sorry. Recently we haven't really had too much talk about the PGA just because all of our guests that have come on, and we do appreciate that. But let's get into some PGA golf.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, for so long, we've had so many guests, and like you said, it's just like we meet, like we hop on a call with somebody. We usually shoot the shit for like 10 minutes before, and then we talk about the brand or their career or whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mikey a couple weeks ago, which that video actually stuck on YouTube. We got like over 1,000 views on that. So thank you for everybody going to start kind of checking out YouTube. So if you haven't, description below, you can find it at otsgolf.com. You can find it right on the webpage there, which is really cool. You can find some of our merch there too, which is awesome. Brycer's got one of the hats on there. And yeah, so every once in a while, we did this at episode number 100. So it's been like 4 months since we've just chatted with you and I. So I thought it'd be really good. We got a couple really cool guests coming up in the next little while. Next week, we got the Real Turf Crew, at the Real Turf Crew on Instagram, I think it is. So I think that handle's correct and is one of the most satisfying. If you're a golfer, it's one of the most satisfying pages in Instagram golf. It's like, you just got to go check it out. It's like a maintenance group, and like, they're just posting the coolest stuff.
They have a pretty solid following, I believe. So
yeah, they got like 20,000 people watching the most satisfying, like, slow motion reels of the grass getting cut around the bunkers and stuff perfectly. It's great. Ryan Gregnall's gonna pop back on. He was the 2020 Canadian long drive champ. One of only 3 guys in the world to hit it 230 plus, so ball speed, and he's been spending a lot of time with Martin Borgmeyer, who's the current world champion. Over in Germany. He went over there, I believe, and they were spending some time together and stuff, working on a couple things, and like they're really starting to pump out a lot of really cool content. So Ryan's gonna pop on with us.
Yeah, there's still rumors floating around that I can outdrive them. I don't know who started them or how they're still going, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. But there's still rumors, so we'll see if he comes on. We'll bring it up.
Rumor says, Bryce is number 4, the 4th fastest ball speed in the world right now. So Kyle Berkshire, Martin Borgmeyer, Ryan Gregnall, and then Bryce Chapman.
Not far behind, yeah, a couple miles an hour.
Yeah, and then I'm buried down there somewhere in the, be in the top 10,000, I bet.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. Nah, shit.
Yeah.
Like 10,000's not.
Maybe
That's a lot of golf.
100,000.
Yeah, 100,000. Yeah, maybe 50,000, something like that. Avery. Speaking of long drivers, we got Avery Dovsek. Hopefully, I pronounced that right. She's coming on the next little while. She, I know she was Golf Week Mag. She is a long drive pro. Her podcast is the Why You Suck at Golf podcast. So that'd be pretty cool to have a conversation with her. Our friend Sean Lindo started up the Black Muscle Golf apparel line, so he's gonna pop on, have a chat with us. So we're booked out a little bit in advance, but anybody who wants to have a chat might be interested in hopping on the pod. We're always looking to have new guests, new faces, that kind of stuff. So reach out to us at OTS Golf over on Instagram, and we'll connect. We'll
also a great episode last week. If you didn't hear, please go tune in with G-Tech. Really cool episode, a lot of knowledge and great products.
Yeah, that one just flowed so well too.
It was good episode.
It was a lot of fun, and it was just kind of like easy. It was an easy chat. We just kind of talked about one of the most versatile products in sports, really. Like, it's almost like a piece of equipment.
I feel like it's so underrated, and people look past it so much. But we were watching the football game last weekend, and Shay's not a big football fan, but even she was like, "Oh, look, like there's that guy's wearing a muff. Oh, that guy's wearing a muff too." And then it's funny how, like, we were talking about it, and then I don't know, 10 minutes later, a couple days later, she was like pointing it out.
Well, you ever see the Leonardo DiCaprio meme? So I'm like watching the Philadelphia game or whatever, and they're like on the goal line, and one falls and somebody stomps it, and I'm like, Leo, I'm like That's the
Yeah,
GTAC. That's a GTAC.
there
I'm
it
like
is. Yep.
pointing at it. Yeah. So, but yeah, Jesse
Cool
Galvin,
episode.
the co-founder of GTAC, was on with us last week, and that was a really good one. But
Mhm.
Bryce, will run us through a little recap. So we're gonna do a little PGA recap, go over some. Max Homa's been the latest winner on the PGA Tour.
Mhm.
I don't know if anybody caught it, but we have had an episode in the past with Billy Spencer, Sung J Im's caddy, and he was all over the TV last week, man. 'Cause Sung J was like floating, he was dropping putts, like he was having a big Sunday. So it's kind of cool to. It's always cool to see Billy floating around on there too. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, Max Homa. I don't know if you saw this yet, Bryce, but he won. He won last weekend, and then 2 days later followed it up, winning $400 at a Muni at a Skins game. Did you see this?
No, I didn't see that. That's
Yeah,
awesome. But his tweets were blow. Someone reposted all of his tweets of him just roasting people, and they're
yeah,
comical. They're priceless.
it's the best, man. It's the best. So it's kind of cool to see Max Homa win. We're all Max Homa
I'm a big
fans.
fan. Yeah,
I feel like if you're not a Max Homa fan, I don't know, man. Like it's hard not
he's
to be,
good for
right?
golf.
Yeah, really good for golf. So, Brycer, maybe you can run us through like a little recap sort of where we've been in the golf world for the
Yeah, I
last
kind of
little.
wanted to go all the way back to the first term of the year. I'm gonna run through them pretty quick. It's not gonna take forever, but just some notable names and maybe some winners for this year, just to kind of keep an eye on for the future here. So to go all the way back to the Fortinet Championship to open the season, Homa -16 took the cake there, first tournament of the year. I actually remember that. Sanderson's Farm was next. Canadian boy, Mac Hughes, him and Sep. I remember that. I think we had Bob on just after that, didn't we?
Yeah,
We talked about that. Kind of went down to the wire with Sep and Mac, and Canadian boy took it over. Um, the Shriners, Tom Kim. Great to see him win. I think he's unbelievable. I think he's gonna have a great career.
he was
Um,
huge in the President's Cup too, right? So he's kind of
correct. Yeah.
yeah, and he was like he's climbed, like he's been just skyrocketing up the world rankings too. So
Mm-hmm.
fun guy to watch too. Always having just like a good time out there, right? So
Yeah. The Zozo, Keegan Bradley took the cake there. Love to see Ricky up there though. I'd love to see him kind of crawl back and have a good season. Also, my two boys, Hovland and Cameron Champ up there too. Love to see those two names at the upwards of the leaderboard. CJ Cup, Rory,
yeah,
who else up there too? But John Rahm, obviously. I mean, those two are still the top of their game right now. So definitely look forward to seeing them battle it out down the stretch here of this year.
yeah, they're well, undeniably the best two golfers on the planet right
Yeah,
now, and
for
it's
sure.
like not close behind them. Like right now, not right now. Like those two guys are
Mhm.
dominating right now. John Rahm's won what 3 of his last 3 starts, I think.
Yeah, I think something like
Yeah,
that. He's on
so
fire.
yeah, they're just rolling those two guys, and it's fun. It's fun to watch those guys. It's
Yeah,
fun
it's
to watch
great.
them.
The Bermuda, I should have hammered Seamus Power. I remember talking about hammering him and I
Yeah,
didn't do it, and he did actually win. But the field was not great that week, but shout out to Seamus Power for the win that week. The WWT Championship. Again, not a great field. Better, but not great. Scotty Scheffler, T3. Seamus Power again up there, T3, 2 weeks in a row in the top five. Joel Damon up there, T3, but
yeah.
Russell Henley, -23, beat the field by 4 shots.
I remember that
So
he was like 9 strokes
he,
at one
he was
point. I think.
putting the
Yeah,
lights out that week,
yeah, and then
which he needs to do in order to have to place pretty high, in my opinion.
well, it's like kind of the same. Like we talk about Mac Hughes a lot 'cause we're Canadian here, so like he was a member at Dundas Valley where he almost made the hole in one on the par four, right? So it's like,
Mhm.
but Mac Hughes, same type of player, right? He's top 3 putter on tour, maybe even the best putter on tour, and
Yeah.
he has to be the best putter every week to have a chance, right? So everything else is clean. It's just not at the level of the world elite golfers or whatever it is, but he's an elite putter, and so is Russ
Yeah.
Henley.
So next week was the Houston Open and Tony Finau. Love to see that guy win it
Yeah,
anytime. Big Tony Finau fan, great guy, great for the game.
just such a big personality too, man.
Yeah.
Everybody loves
I
Finau.
don't think anyone can dislike him, honestly. He's just
No,
one of the nicer guys out there. He just goes about his business, doesn't ever say anything, puts his head down and plays golf. And I think that's why I'm a big fan of him.
former PGA Tour Canada player too, man.
Yeah, Adam Hadwin actually T7. So there's another Canadian up
Yep.
there in the mix, which is good. RSM Classic. Another Canadian,
Yeah,
Adam
Svenny.
Svensson.
Yeah, I was just gonna go there. I didn't know if that was the following week or not, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was a big week, man.
Look at Seamus Power too. T5, another one.
Yeah,
He's had a good start to the year.
Yeah, it's nice to see. It's nice to see a lot of the Canadians kind of floating there too, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
Svenny doesn't kind of get that credit, right? He's kind of like that number 4 guy, I'd say, after Adam Hadwin, and like,
Yeah.
you know, but he's one of the best ball strikers on tour. Like his iron game is insane. Like he blew away the field that week. Like his like strokes gained. Tee to green, he was like way out in front, but his from like I think like his driving accuracy wasn't super high, but his like approach was like it was like +3 or something like that. It was like not close. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool week for Svenny. So it was good.
Hero World Challenge. Victor Hovland.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can have another big year. Was it last year where he won like 4 events or 5 events?
Yeah.
Or was it 2 years? Yeah,
he
last
won
year.
He started off like early with the Mayakoba. Yeah, and then he won the Hero last year as well. So he went back.
Yeah, because I was just riding him in our pick'ems and winning every week.
And I couldn't get a shot, man.
But this leaderboard is what you want to see. I mean, this is obviously a stacked field with the Hero World Challenge.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen to this. There's Hovland, Scheffler, Cam Young, Shoffley, Thomas, Morikawa, Finau, Im, Rom, Tom Kim, Straka, Burns, Horschel, Fitzpatrick, Spieth, Connors, Homa. Like that's your top 20.
Yep.
Like that's what you want to see in a tournament, you know?
Yeah. Well, there's only 32 players in that field too, right? So.
Oh yeah, I guess it is a shortened field. I forgot about that.
Short field, but like everybody shows up, right? That's a Tiger.
Yeah, I mean those are just
right?
those are the tournaments you like to see, just all the big names. The next week tournament of champions, John Rahm.
Actually, hold on before we forget. That's the one where they do they do like they got I don't know what it is, but the obstacle out in the water. Matt Fitzpatrick made the ace on it too. So
out of the Hero World Challenge.
Yeah. It's like really cool because they kind of sit around like shoot the shit. They got a mic going and stuff like that. And Matt Fitzpatrick.
They all have their like director chairs.
Yeah, it's really cool. So if you haven't checked out like the Hero and you want to see like a good tournament early in the year to kind of get the golf bug next year, like that's kind of one to grab one. And Tiger's going to be there. He's usually going to play, and then. Everybody else is there, like the top 30 of the top 50 OWGR official world golf ranking players are there, so it's a good one to kind of tune into. Sorry, Bryce, go ahead, man.
That's all right. Tournament champions was the next week. John Rahm -27, followed up by Morikawa at -25. So
everyone watched that tournament. And saw what happened on Sunday. So again, Morikawa was 7 strokes, 8 strokes, something like that, and just kind of imploded. He shot +2. I think he shot 74 on the final day, and like John Rahm went deep, like really deep. And I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where I think John Rahm, when his mental game's on, there's not many players that are better than him.
Yeah,
he's kind of got that. Like he beat Tiger, right? Like it's kind of one of those things, man. Not too many people are mentally as focused as he is. Again,
Max Homa T3, Tom Kim T5. Those are names we're hearing a lot here as I'm going through these tournaments. Siwoo Kim, Sony Open the following week. Not the strongest field.
No,
Nick Taylor T7, good Canadian boy there. Corey Connors T12. So they're there. They're in the mix. So
yeah, there's gonna be a couple more Canadian wins this year for sure.
Yeah,
Corey Connors will get one in. I think Adam Hadwin's been playing well, right? So it was kind of cool. I was watching the when Good. This is one of the things I want to talk about. So when Good was talking about or doing the Callaway like pros when they had all the pros on and stuff. John Rahm was one of them. And like one of my favorite golfers of all time, Annika Sorenstam. So like the GOAT, right? Like one of the GOATs. And actually Batia was in there. Like it was really cool. But Adam Hadwin was one of them. And like Garrett was asking what's like one of your favorite memories of golf, like in general, just in golf. And he said when he shot his 59, and Garrett was just like, what, like a 59? So a lot of people forget that Adam Hadwin shot a 59 with I'm pretty sure with a bogey too. So
yeah, I believe it was with a bogey.
Yeah, so he was on Jim Furyk 58 watch for a little bit, but
the American Express the following week, John Rahm again takes a cake there. So I mean, Tom Kim T6, he's right there too. So I'm telling you, man, Tom Kim, he's gonna be a player. Give him a couple more years to adjust, and he'll be a player. I'm
Just a young
telling you.
guy too, man. One of the things I just realized too is, Sung Jae's only 24.
Yeah, he's younger than I am. He's
Yeah,
young. I
I
think
didn't
he's
realize that.
born in 1999, I believe. But isn't that nuts?
Yeah,
So
like I thought he
yeah.
was like, because that's what they were saying. He's been around forever, but I guess he just popped in real early,
Mm-hmm.
man. He's just, I don't know. He's always one of the better players. Like he's like every year at the Masters, he seems like he's kind of floating around there up top. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy when you think about some of these like really really young players like Scotty Scheffler and all these guys. Like there's Rory and stuff that have been around forever, but even John Rahm's only 28, 29.
Yeah,
Max
there.
Homa's like
Yeah.
26,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So it's I don't know. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Speaking
there's
of
so many good young players right now.
Speaking of both of those guys, Homa and Songjae, Farmers Insurance, Homa minus 13, took the tournament. And then there's Songjae T4 and then Ram again at T7.
Yeah.
So just, I mean, we keep repeating ourselves, but they're just always there. Nice to see Ricky T11 battling it out. Jason Day actually was T7, so good to see that name up there too. And Keegan Bradley was second.
So the idea of this is just kind of anybody checking out, the pod. So, thank you everybody who's been kind of listening for 118 episodes, or if you just come in and join us for this one. It's cool. Like it's really cool to just kind of recap some of the PGA. Like we like to watch it. Like we like to tune in, check it out, and a lot of like good things happening in golf right now. Like Liv's kind of on a little break, but if you like the team aspect of it, go over and check out Liv. I know they got Sebastian Munoz now, so they got like a lot of the Latin American players are like they got what's his name, Neiman now. So like and who else is on that team? But man, like they have a solid Latin American team now. Obviously, everybody like knows the aces and stuff like that. So there's
Ortiz? No, he's still in the PGA
Carlos
Tour.
Ortiz.
Munoz.
Munoz just signed today,
Oh,
or in the last couple days. It's cool. Like it's just like there's good golf going on everywhere now. So and they got a TV deal. I don't know. It's on like a weird network or something, but hopefully it gets some more eyes on it because just as golf fans, we want to see more. Mac here from Manscaped. Let's take a quick break from the pod. I'm a beard guy. I got a big beard, so I am happy to introduce the Beard Hedger from our friends over at Manscaped. With 20 different lengths, you can look good from the cart path to the clubhouse. Shop manscaped.com using the promo code OTSGolf for 20% off plus free shipping. Manscaped.com using the promo code OTSGolf, 20% off plus free shipping. Enjoy the back nine. Brings us into another topic I want to talk about. And I feel like, Bryce, this is almost like a personal attack on you being 6'11". Like, is it very hard for you to find pants, man? Like, so last week, Sam Ryder. So everybody remembers Sam Ryder from the Waste Management last year, making the ace, and it's just going crazy. Like place, like people are throwing beers, everybody's throwing beers, stuff like that. So Sam Ryder's there, having a week last week, and he's wearing joggers, and like they're tailored, they're fit, they like look fine or whatever. And Phil Mickelson hops on Twitter and says like, you can't wear shorts on the PGA Tour, but you can wear your leader this week's wearing joggers or whatever. And immediately like it's all over like Instagram's all over Twitter. I don't understand it. I don't care if people wear shorts. I don't care if people wear joggers. I don't care if they wear a dress. Doesn't matter to me. If you really want to care about the game, I guess make sure it's like fit, like tight, like like clean or whatever. And
yeah, appropriate.
Yeah, other than that, I don't care what anybody wears, man. I just think we should be promoting the idea of the best players in the world, male, female, juniors, whoever it is, dressing as comfortable as they can, so us as viewers, fans watching the game, can see them play at their best, right? That's kind of the idea. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm sure that's what most people are hoping for. You don't want to tune in and I don't know. I would never like worry that, oh, maybe he's uncomfortable because he's gonna wear these like slacks with cleats or whatever. But like, if you want to wear joggers, I don't care if you wear joggers. So I just thought like it was almost like a personal attack on you, Bryce, because unless you're getting custom fit pants, like they're probably not getting all the way down there. They're gonna show a little ankle, right? So I don't know.
Personally, I'm not 6'11". I don't know if I'd want to be 6. I wouldn't hate it, I guess, but yeah, I know we talked about sometimes we wear the Lululemon ABC joggers on the course. They're nice, comfortable pants but they do show a little ankle for me. They do show they're a little short, and
Yeah,
then the 34s are way too long.
trying
So
to get
I
my
got
leg all the way up there.
yeah, I saw that. But I think the little ankle's not bad. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
A little ankle, and then I mean, you can have this discussion about anything. Like we had this a couple years ago about the hoodies. We had this about now joggers. I mean, I was telling Mac before we started recording here, like I don't see shorts on the PGA Tour out of the question in the future.
no,
It's just I think we're starting to kind of lay back on it a bit and just let guys do what they want.
yeah. Like I understand there's like tradition in the game, and one of the guys at work came in, first thing he had said was, "Oh, I'm not a big fan of joggers and stuff like that." And like I just don't care what people wear. Like, so I think as long as things look reasonable, like I don't think it should matter at all. I remember like the hoodie chat with like Terrell Hatton wearing it at the BMW Championship, and like Wentworth saying they like compared it to ripped jeans and stuff, and they wouldn't allow people to wear hoodies. And I like looked it up; it's like a $200 Adidas like quilted hoodie. Like it looked really nice. So I just don't
Mm-hmm.
understand the idea of it, why that would ever bother anybody. But I think like we talked about last week with or a couple weeks ago with Mikey about kind of like the golf influencer, like getting into that starting to have more impact on players, that having more impact on like young players, juniors, and you kind of see like guys like Garrett or Micah Grant, all those guys, kind of wearing joggers, or they're wearing a hoodie, or a backwards cap, or like Bubby wearing a backwards cap with his shirt open, that kind of thing. Like from Mac Boucher was on there the other day on Good, and like,
Mm-hmm.
I know he wears a lot of the joggers, so I don't know, man. Like they're all having a good time, and that's what people are seeing. That's what people are enjoying, and that's
Yeah,
where people are consuming a lot of golf content right now.
yeah,
Is on
for
YouTube
sure.
and through those guys. And I think just having that as like an option doesn't make sense to restrict that. So I don't really know what Phil's angle was, but I don't know if you got much support with that one. It kind of just seemed like, that like Simpson, like Abe Simpson, old man yelling at the cloud gif or
Yeah,
like meme or whatever. That's kind of what it seemed like to me. It was just kind of like, and I'm a big lefty fan. Like I'm a lefty golfer. I have way more creative ability than I do golf ability. So I'm a huge Phil fan.
Mhm.
I've always kind of followed his game, but man, I don't know. It was not a good look for Phil.
Yeah.
Not a good
Fun
look for
fact:
Phil.
I'm left-handed, but I do everything right-handed. So
Ambidextrous, kind of,
I write
maybe.
with my left hand, but I play
We
every
got to get
sport right-handed. Weird.
Bryce. Maybe we got to switch clubs one day for a round. Get a little content
So,
with that.
quick funny story here. I play men's league in a league close to my house here, and we were beating a team like I think it was 9-4, and one of the guys on their bench asked if I'd play a shift lefty, and I tried it with a right-handed stick, and it was one of the harder things I've ever done on the ice surface. So I don't know if I want to put a golf club in my hand just yet.
Content. We got to try it. I think that'll be good. I can like
Yeah.
make contact right. I don't think I could break 100 though, but
No, no chance I could.
I can I can still roll it. It's no different rolling it for me. Like it's still pretty like I can roll it pretty good. I think my touch is okay, but like nah, I don't
I
know.
mean, I
Like
wouldn't get to the green in 5 shots.
I think off the tee I would be like it's not terrible off the tee, but like trying to hit an approach shot into a green is so hard. So
Yeah,
hard. So you're like fighting for bogey, double bogey at least every hole.
every
So
hole.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that would be tough for me. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up a quick one here. We just kind of wanted to come on, do a little quick recap of some of the upcoming guests. Again, if you're interested, contact us. You can email us right through the website, I believe, otsgolf.com, or at OTS Golf over on Instagram. You can catch us there. If you don't mind, go over. We're trying to plug a little bit of Instagram or YouTube. So on the Screws Podcast over on YouTube, go over and check out some of the pods. We got some really, really good ones. We've been rolling out some really good pods. And this Friday, we're going to be at the golf show. So we'll try and pop this out early. And if you see us there, if you're by chance listening to this on the way over and you see us there, come over, say hello, introduce yourself. We'd love to meet you. We'll be with our friend Mark from the Wave Golf Company. So I'm wearing his hat right now. So say hello. They got some good stuff, and the show will be really good. So it's
Yep.
we had one of the guys who lead the show on a few weeks ago. It was really cool. So if you haven't checked out that, and you're kind of thinking about it, and you're listening to this on Friday, maybe go back a couple weeks, give that a listen, and go over and check it out over the weekend.
Yep.
There's lots of good courses, good companies going to be there. A lot of travel stuff if that's what you're into, and if you want to demo some clubs, good spot to do it. So
Yep.
if you're there, come say hello and introduce yourself. Quick quick pod, but we'll see you guys next week.
Is out in my ball and of course so I tee up. I lose the ball and I re-up. I miss a fairway, I probably end up in the ocean or maybe the beach. And I'm on a par 5 and I'm finna go reach it. Second was blind, I ain't see it. Feel like it might be an albatross, worst case scenario.